In the darkest hours of conflict, when the roar of battle fills the air and hope seems a distant dream, there are those who stand steadfast, not with weapons, but with unwavering compassion and courage. This is the story of Clara, a wartime nurse whose quiet heroism has remained largely untold, buried beneath the thunder of guns and the pages of history. Clara was assigned to a frontline field hospital at the heart of a brutal war zone, a place where life hung by the thinnest of threads. Surrounded by the constant chaos of war, the screams of the wounded, the cries of despair, and the relentless urgency to save lives, she became a beacon of humility and resilience. This video serves not only as a remembrance, but as a vital tribute to the silent warriors like Clara, whose sacrifices form the hidden pillars of wartime endurance. When a soldier arrived at the hospital, the first signs were clear: shock, pallor, shallow breathing. Nurses like Clara had to act swiftly, stripping away improvised bandages and assessing wounds that were often gruesome and life-threatening. The setting was makeshift but vital: cracked stretchers, limited supplies, flickering lamps in the dead of night. What Clara endured was more than medical, it was an emotional battle, a test of humanity under siege. In the early hours, Clara learned to read subtle cues: the barely perceptible twitch of a finger, the flicker of eyelids, the faintest pulse under trembling hands. Each soldier's condition could change in moments, and denial was not an option. Fatigue blurred around the edges of her consciousness, yet she pushed on, driven by a fierce determination to bring comfort, to hold hands, to wipe tears, to infuse hope. No ordinary hospital setting could prepare her for the relentless influx of the wounded. Her efforts defied the constraints of scarcity and exhaustion. When questioned, Clara rejected explanations that diminished the chaos. No, this was not mere bad luck or simple injury. It was war's merciless grip, a cruel test of endurance for every caregiver touched by its reach. One poignant case stands out: a young soldier, barely older than Clara herself, brought in after an ambush. His wounds were devastating, blood loss severe, and shock deep. Clara fought to stabilize him through the night, her hands steady despite trembling fatigue. Her whispered reassurances were the faint threads holding his grip on life. Though he ultimately succumbed, the struggle encapsulated Clara's unwavering devotion to her duty. Over decades, the stories of nurses like Clara were overshadowed by tales of generals and battles won or lost. Yet, the true cost of war lies in these human stories, the ones not sewn with medals or headlines, but carved in sacrifice and endless compassion. Historical records show a consistent pattern of underappreciation and silence surrounding wartime medical staff. Their battles were no less fierce or consequential. As we reflect on Clara's journey, it challenges us to reconsider how we honor those who heal in times of crisis. Their courage echoes through time, reminding us that bravery wears many faces, not always the ones wielding weapons, but those who wield hope and healing, even amidst the most harrowing circumstances. Today, as you hear Clara's untold story, remember the countless unnamed heroes who stand on the front lines of humanity's darkest hours. Their selfless work is our legacy, their silent courage a beacon for all. Let us hold their sacrifices close, inspire gratitude, and ensure their stories are never lost again.